Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play Mass Effect, the science fiction themed Bioware RPG. My name is Kate and I was gonna play this game anyway, so I thought I'd bring you guys along for the ride. I hope you'll enjoy it. Let's get started. Okay, start new
Welcome
crew.
to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested.
Oh, well, this is looking all very exciting. Let's connect.
Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Okay, we're not going to play as John Shepard because he's boring. We're going to play as Fem Shep. Firstly, because I'm female. Secondly, because I've seen a lot more Let's Plays featuring male Shepard. And thirdly, because I am a ridiculous Jennifer Hale fangirl. She's like my favourite voice actress ever.
Please log in to access your profile.
And we're going to be called Shepard Shepard. Shut up, I think it's a great name. See, it makes sense because everybody calls her Shepard, even if they're in like an intimate relationship with her, so maybe both her names are Shepard. It's gonna be great.
Warning, data corruption detected.
Oh no. Ah, no, stop it. Bad computer, what are you doing?
Please reconstruct profile.
It's nice to know that in the future, when we've developed interstellar travel and things, that we can't make a simple database work. That's worrying.
Confirm pre-service history.
Okay, you have three choices when you're building your profile. For your background, so spacer means you were born in space and you had military parents and things. It's the Paragon skewed choice that gives you a bunch of Paragon points. Colonist means you were born on a small human colony on another planet, and when you were a teenager, everybody died except you, pretty much, and you became a military person because you were saved by the military. It's like the neutral one. And Earthborn means you were raised as a kind of rough and tumble orphan on the streets of Earth. That's the Renegade choice. Even though we're going to be playing as a Paragon, I'm going to choose the middle choices for the background because I think they're more interesting. I've tried playing as a Spacer before, and even though you get to hear Shepard's mum, it's not as fun as you might think. And
Confirm
makes
psychological profile.
Shepard a bit of a weirdo who, when she's about to go off on a mission from which she may probably not return, doesn't ring her mum. It's like, what? That's just stupid. Okay, we have three more choices. Soul Survivor's actually the middle choice here, even though they haven't put it in the middle. Soul Survivor means that you went on a mission and your entire squad got eaten by a thresher maw, basically, and you were the only survivor. You bear the psychological scars. I think it's the most interesting, and we're going to go with that one. I'll just explain the others. War Hero, I don't know, it seems super boring. You're just like some military person who was super duper good all the time. It's like, nah. And Ruthless means that you were, well, ruthless. You've been ruthlessly efficient. You went on a mission and got pretty much everybody killed just to get to the objective. That's obviously the Renegade choice, that the War Hero is the Paragon choice, and we're going to pick Soul Survivor.
Confirm military specialization.
Okay, you pick your class, basically. Soldier's pretty much like a fighter type. Engineer is sort of like a rogue, I guess. You have a lot of kind of debuffing abilities and also like hacking and things to open containers. Adept is like a mage, like a space wizard. Infiltrator is kind of I guess like a ranger or something. They have like some stealth skills, some fighting skills. Sentinel has a mixture of biotics, which are again like space magic, and tech abilities, and they're useless with guns. I'm not going to play as a sentinel because it would be really slow. You spend a lot of your time in cover casting like defense buffs and things. Vanguard is what I played on my first playthrough. It's like a sort of fighty, magic-y thing. They're quite fun, but this time we're going to play as an adept because they're really fun, like space wizard characters.
Confirm facial identification.
Okay, I'm gonna build a Shep now, and I'm gonna skip this part because it's boring watching me play with sliders, okay? There we go. I think we have our Shepard. I don't care if you think my Shepard is not attractive, you're stupid. I mean, this is an interesting looking Shepard I made on an earlier sort of test run, and I just thought, yeah, she's interesting. She's sort of indeterminate racial origin. I think she looks like she could be kind of maybe Mediterranean or like some sort of Middle Eastern sort of extraction, but it's the future, so I figure like a lot of people are going to be mixed race. Let's go with this Shepard.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Yep, Shepard Shepard, the colonist soul survivor space wizard. I think she's going to be awesome. Let's go.
Identification confirmed.
Yeah, let's go with normal sort of settings.
Well, what about Shepard? She grew up in the colonies.
She knows how tough life can be out there. Her parents were killed when slavers attacked Mindwar.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
Yeah, they say you're the only sort of person no matter what kind of character you play. Mass Effect. Yeah, the game's named after this technology rather than being named after sort of a point of the plot or anything.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot, acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. The board is green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emission sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Okay, welcome to Mass Effect. We have our first taste of the dialogue system of Mass Effect. We have this wheel. And usually you have kind of 2 or 3 choices for dialogue. Top option is usually the Paragon option. We're going to be playing as a Paragon. Paragons are sympathetic towards others, and they act as their conscience dictates, and usually also try to play by the rules. They don't like things like gambling or cheating, doing criminal activities, but they are known to sometimes bend the rules if it's for the benefit of an individual, and so they are generally compassionate people, and we're going to be playing as one. Middle option is a neutral option. Honestly, I like the idea of playing as a neutral character, but it doesn't get you anything. Like, it's pretty much shooting yourself in the foot, in fact, because you won't be able to put the necessary numbers of points into persuade and intimidate, which means you'll miss out on a bunch of items and also have to fight a lot of encounters that you'd otherwise be able to bypass. Third option is Renegade, which is probably the most popular option to play as. Renegades don't really care about the rules, they're ruthlessly efficient, and sometimes they're just a dick for the hell of it. I don't really enjoy playing as a renegade. Maybe I'm just too nice a person. So yeah, we're playing Paragon, so let's agree with Joker.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
Nihilus is already here. He's Lord English. I knew it. We have Joker here, voiced by Seth Green, of course, the comedian. He's awesome. He's a great character. And the other guy is Caden Alenko, who we will be meeting a bit better shortly.
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
Okay, so let's explore the ship a bit. You run around with the WASD keys, and you can look around.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged, right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Let's talk to this guy. Hello.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
One of the other things you'll find on the dialogue wheel is usually when there's an option pointing off this way, to the left, it means you can investigate things further and ask questions.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
The Normandy, the ship we're currently on, is a spaceship with a prototype stealth drive. Unlike the stealth drives in something like Star Trek, it doesn't make the ship invisible to the naked eye. You could still actually see the Normandy if you looked out of a window. The thing is, spaceships don't generally have windows, for obvious reasons. If you're in space, there's not a lot of light, you're moving at insane speeds, and the distances involved are measured in hundreds, thousands of kilometers. So as you can see, Joker at the front there in the cockpit behind our Shepard's shoulder is actually not looking at a window, he's in front of a bank of computers. I really like some of the details and thought they've put into the science in this game.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, man. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general.
Racist.
Runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
No, don't care. You're being a racist. Space racist. You're being a spacist. Don't like you.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
Paragon Shepard does not approve of your space racism. Goodbye,
See if
sir.
I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
Yeah, go away, you...
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit.
Let's see if you drop some more.
Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
So, who's in the mood for a really badly normal mapped face?
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real
Gah!
action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Yeah, some of the NPCs in Mass Effect have rather poor, normal mapping and modelling on their faces for some reason. Usually the more important a character is, the better their face has been modelled. In fact, a lot of the major characters, rather than having faces built from sort of bits and bobs like we built our Shepard face, they have faces based on a real person, like Kaiden's face, which we'll get a better look at later. Let's talk to these guys a bit.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. They're always getting dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds. Just like you on a cruise.
Thanks for bringing up that thing that happened where everybody died, Jenkins. That's not insensitive in the slightest.
I try not to think about Akuz.
Sorry, Commander. I didn't mean to offend you. I respect what you did there. We all do.
Let's not dwell on the past, Commander. Was there something else you needed?
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
As you can see, we earned some Paragon points there. If I open up our go to squad, you can have a look. We've got a bit of Renegade and a bit of Paragon because of our background choices. Paragon and Renegade are not mutually exclusive. They're not a sliding scale like a lot of RPGs where you have a good and evil meter. You can feasibly have like a number of points of one, a number of points of the other. It is more beneficial in sort of gameplay terms to focus on one, and also you get a much more kind of focused, coherent character. But because of the way the system is made, it does mean that you can play a Shepard who is mostly good, but sometimes will do something ruthless to get the job done, which I really like, personally. I think it's a good system. And Shepard is always Shepard. You just get to influence what your particular Shepard is like. We've got some points to spend. I'm just going to stick them all in Charm because we will not be needing our super awesome abilities much in the tutorial mission that's coming up. And we'll level up anyway, so we'll be able to put some points in other stuff then. Let's get going and see what the captain wants from us. Oh, where's the captain? Nihilus, where's the captain?
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
How did the captain even manage to not get here? It's like, never mind.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the Commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir?
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
It never hurts to have a few extra hands on board.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Something I like in this game is the fact that your background does keep getting referenced throughout the game. It's not just at the start people talk about it a lot and then it kind of just ceases to be an issue. The background you choose will be referenced frequently throughout all 3 games of the trilogy, which is really cool. So, let's Nihilus put our name forward. Now, as you remember, there are no human Spectres at the moment. They're normally Turians and other council races, and so it's quite surprising.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
Nihilus is a cool guy, particularly because the humans and the Turians had a war not that long ago.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Okay, let's ask some questions.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Okay, so our first tutorial mission features us as a commander who is going on a mission that's actually got some pretty serious political ramifications behind it. So it's quite a nice change from the usual RPG start of, oh, you're a teenager or barely out of your teens and you're like an unknown village boy or girl whose village gets attacked and, yeah, fighting rats or something. It actually, like, it puts the stakes pretty high to start things off.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Oh, that can't be good.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Jeez, what's that?
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5.
A giant hand?
Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
Whose idea was it to drop us off on the edge of a cliff? Seriously, that could have been really dangerous, guys. Alright.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
Alright, I think this is a good place to end this first episode, so I'm going to just stop here and then continue in just a moment, and you'll get to see combat and stuff.